You walk into the bathroom, close the door, and within seconds, a nose nudges it open. Your dog stares at you, refusing to leave. This is a biological imperative written deep into their DNA. To understand why this happens, we have to look back to their wolf ancestors. In a wild pack, the act of physical elimination is a moment of extreme vulnerability. An animal is stationary and distracted, making them an easy target for predators. To survive, the pack developed a sentinel instinct, where members take turns standing guard while another is preoccupied. When you disappear behind a closed door, your dog perceives a sudden, dangerous breach in the pack's collective security. They follow you to re-establish the perimeter and watch your back. There is a clear boundary between a natural Velcro dog and a dog suffering from clinical separation anxiety. A healthy, attached dog chooses to follow you when they can, but if you shut the door and remove that choice, they will settle down and wait. A dog with a clinical anxiety issue cannot disengage, and their distress will compound every second you are out of sight. The next time your dog acts as your bathroom bodyguard, realize that they are performing a highly successful evolutionary adaptation. They are taking a survival mechanism that kept wild packs alive for millennia and applying it directly to you, their modern human family. Your dog also uses you as a live, continuous data feed. They practice referential looking. Referential looking is an animal cognition behavior where a dog encounters an ambiguous situation and looks directly at a human's face to gather information on how to react. This diagram outlines an experiment from researchers in Milan, where dogs were presented with a strange object covered in green streamers. Over 80% of the dogs looked at the object and then immediately turned to look at their owner's face. If the human smiled, the dog approached the object. If the human looked worried, the dog backed away. This visual connection is entirely dependent on spatial proximity. To consult you, the dog has to be able to see you. As you move from the kitchen to the hallway and into the bathroom, your dog actively adjusts their position to maintain a clear line of sight. They are actively downloading your emotional state and using it to formulate their next move. Your facial expression acts as a live command prompt, overriding their initial hesitation or curiosity and dictating exactly how they interact with their environment. Following you from room to room is a tactical positioning strategy. It ensures that your dog never loses access to their primary survival database, keeping them ready to react the exact moment your expression changes. Visual data provides immediate context, while olfactory information gives your dog a deeper biological read on your status. For a canine, a bathroom is a concentrated hub of soaps, lotions, and complex biological scents. This diagram illustrates a specialized sensory structure called the Jacobson's organ, or the vomer nasal organ. The vomer nasal organ is a tubular sensory structure located in the roof of a mammal's mouth, designed specifically to detect non-volatile chemical signals. As pheromones enter the palate, the organ processes them instantly. It bypasses the normal smelling centers and taps straight into the areas of the brain responsible for instinct and emotion, allowing your dog to read your hormonal profile and current stress levels. To gather this specific type of data, dogs will sometimes perform the Flehmen response. The Flehmen response is a physical behavior where an animal curls its upper lip, pulling chemical markers directly into the Jacobson's organ for rapid analysis. When your dog trails you into the washroom, they are entering a chemical laboratory. They are actively collecting physical data points to monitor the metabolic and emotional health of their pack leader. A powerful physical reward system locks this behavior into place. Your dog's nervous system is actually built to sync up with yours. A dog in crisis will exhibit clear physical warning signs. You will see excessive vocalization, constant pacing, physical shaking, and frantic, destructive behavior directed specifically at the physical barriers separating them from you. There is a sharp distinction between a dog that wants to passively monitor its owner from the bath mat and a dog experiencing a genuine mental health crisis simply because a door was closed. This line graph shows data from Japanese researchers measuring hormone levels during sustained interactions between dogs and their owners. They found that mutual gazing triggers a simultaneous spike of oxytocin in both the human and the canine. Oxytocin is a neuropeptide hormone produced in the hypothalamus that regulates complex social behaviors, bonding, and emotional regulation. This hormonal release acts as an internal biological reward system. Your dog doesn't need external treats or verbal praise to want to be near you, because the simple act of looking into your eyes floods their brain with chemicals that make them feel safe and content. When a dog catches your eye or stands near you, their brain issues a powerful neurochemical reward. This chemical release is accompanied by actual biometric synchronization. Studies reveal that when an owner and a dog experience emotional closeness, their heart rate variability begins to match in real time. Heart rate variability is a measure of the variation in time between consecutive heartbeats, indicating autonomic nervous system function and emotional regulation. This constant shadowing is driven by a shared neurochemical loop. Both you and your dog are biologically compelled to maintain that close physical and emotional bond. Human behavior inevitably plays a role in solidifying this loop. Every time you smile, offer a scratch behind the ears, or talk to them, you reinforce their presence through positive attention and routine. Dogs also possess an innate capacity for emotional contagion. Emotional contagion is the psychological phenomenon where one individual automatically absorbs and mirrors the emotions of those around them. Your dog responds to your actual distress or joy, operating on pure biological empathy rather than accidental habit. This chart displays the results of an experiment testing how dogs react to human emotion. When placed in a room with a talking owner and a crying stranger, the dogs bypassed their owners and went straight to comfort the strangers. They responded directly to the raw emotion, proving their empathy overrides simple familiarity. If this constant shadowing becomes overwhelming, you can build your dog's independence. Start by rewarding them for settling on a mat while you are in the same room, and gradually increase your distance over time to show them that being slightly apart is safe and normal. A dog following you everywhere is the result of a complex blend of pack instincts, sensory data gathering, and deep neurochemical bonding. When your dog insists on watching you walk into the next room, they are delivering the highest compliment in animal cognition, recognizing you as the most valuable, trusted part of their world.